Imagine a Roman emperor ruling one of the largest empires in history, taking time to reflect on the meaning of life, the nature of virtue, and the fleeting nature of existence. That's exactly what Marcus Aurelius did in his Meditations, a timeless collection of personal thoughts and philosophies that continue to inspire us nearly 2 millennia later. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius is one of the most profound works of Stoic philosophy. This isn't just a book, it's a manual for living a virtuous and fulfilling life. The text is full of wisdom that feels as relevant today as it was when Marcus wrote it almost 2,000 years ago. So settle in, and let's unpack the timeless lessons in Meditations. Book 1. Gratitude and Role Models. The first book of Meditations is essentially Marcus Aurelius's gratitude journal. But it's not just a superficial list of things he's thankful for. It's a deep, reflective acknowledgement of the people who shaped him and instilled virtues that guided his life. Imagine taking the time to sit down and list not only who influenced you, but exactly how they did. That's what Marcus does here, and it's a powerful exercise in humility and connection. For example, Marcus credits his grandfather, Verus, for teaching him moderation and moral uprightness, his father for his integrity and modesty, and his mother for her generosity and piety. This isn't just a recounting of memories, it's a guide for us to think about the virtues we value and the people who model them for us. He reflects, "From my mother, I learned piety and generosity, and to keep myself not only from doing wrong, but even from dwelling on such thoughts." This reflection goes beyond family. Marcus also thanks his teachers and mentors like Rusticus, who taught him the value of philosophy, and Sextus, who showed him kindness and serenity. It's a reminder to recognize the wisdom around us and to incorporate those lessons into our lives. Who are the people you look up to, and what have they taught you? Books 2 through 4. The Nature of the Self and the Universe. In books 2 through 4, Marcus dives into some heavy philosophical territory. But don't let that intimidate you. At its heart, these chapters are about self-awareness, mindfulness, and finding your place in the grand scheme of the universe. One of the central ideas here is that we have control over our minds, even when everything around us seems chaotic. Marcus writes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is classic Stoicism. Focus on what you can control, and let go of what you can't. It's easier said than done, but think about how freeing that perspective can be. He also reflects, "Do not waste the remaining part of your life in thoughts about others when you do not refer your thoughts to some object of common utility. Why do you distract yourself?" Marcus emphasizes the importance of directing our energy toward meaningful actions. Marcus also reflects on the interconnectedness of everything. He views the universe as a living organism where every part plays a role. For him, living in harmony with nature means aligning our actions with the greater cosmic order. This isn't just about protecting the environment, though that's certainly part of it. It's about understanding that our lives are woven into something much larger than ourselves. All things are woven together and the common bond is sacred, for they have been arranged together in their places and they all work together to form the same universe. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by life's challenges, try to zoom out and see the bigger picture. How does this moment fit into the grander story of your life and the world around you? Marcus reminds us that perspective is everything. Books 5 to 6. Discipline and Duty. If you've ever hit the snooze button or procrastinated on something important, you'll relate to Marcus in books 5 and 6. He's brutally honest about the importance of discipline and duty and how easily we can fall into habits of avoidance. His reflections on these topics encourage us to stay focused, live with integrity, and uphold our responsibilities, even when it feels difficult. Marcus Aurelius also offers practical advice on overcoming the struggle to stay disciplined. For instance, he writes about the challenge of getting out of bed in the morning. Sound familiar? He suggests, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was brought into the world to do?'" Think about that. Marcus isn't just telling himself to suck it up and get moving. He's reminding himself of his purpose. Every role in society matters, whether you're an emperor or a farmer. By fulfilling our duties with integrity, we contribute to the greater good. And let's be honest, sometimes just reminding ourselves of why we're doing something can make all the difference. He also reflects, whatever anyone does or says, I must be emerald and keep my color. This quote is such a gem, pun intended. It means staying true to yourself, no matter the pressures or distractions you face. So the next time you're tempted to skip your responsibilities or compromise your values, channel your inner Marcus and remember why you started. Books 7 to 9, Perspective and Inner Peace. These middle books are where Marcus really hits his stride in exploring the power of perspective. He delves into how our thoughts shape our reality. Have you ever been upset by something, only to realize later that it wasn't the situation, but your reaction to it, that caused your distress? Marcus captures this beautifully. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. This is such a powerful reminder that we hold the key to our own peace. Marcus often circles back to the idea that focusing on what we can control frees us from unnecessary worry. He also emphasizes the importance of staying focused on our own actions and not getting caught up in what others are doing. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only what he does himself to make it just and holy. There's something humbling about these reflections. Marcus frequently reminds himself of the vastness of the universe and the fleeting nature of life. It's not about feeling insignificant. It's about finding freedom in letting go of trivial concerns. What would happen if we stopped sweating the small stuff and focused on what truly matters? Consider that before long, you will be nobody and nowhere, nor will anything you now behold exist, nor one of those who are now alive. Books 10 to 12. Mortality and Legacy. As we approach the end of Meditations, Marcus dives deeper into reflections on mortality and the legacy we leave behind. He's constantly reminding himself and us that life is fleeting. Rather than being morbid, this perspective is meant to inspire urgency and intentionality. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you while you live. While it is in your power, be good. For Marcus, the true measure of a life isn't wealth, fame, or power. It's about living virtuously and contributing to the world in meaningful ways. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. This is such a profound statement. It's a reminder that we shouldn't let others dictate our actions or values. Living with integrity is the best way to rise above negativity. He also offers the beautiful image of an olive falling when it is ripe, blessing nature who bore it and being grateful for the tree on which it grew. Pass through this brief patch of time in harmony with nature and come to your journey's end content. Isn't that a beautiful image? Marcus encourages us to live in harmony with the world and face the end of our journey with gratitude and grace. It's a call to live fully and authentically while we can. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations isn't just a book for philosophers. It's a guide for anyone seeking clarity, purpose, and inner peace. Whether you're facing challenges, seeking motivation, or simply reflecting on life, his words offer timeless wisdom. So, what lesson from Meditations resonates most with you? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I look forward to exploring more lost wisdom in the future together. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.